The law of love, the golden rule. Understanding this concept will carry you to heaven, and your failure to accept it will ruin your life. Lesson 344 in A Course in Miracles says, "Today I learn the law of love, and what I give my brother is my gift to me." Every day you are presented with 1,000 opportunities to improve your life, and most likely you squander them by using them to make yourself weaker. Your greatest opportunities in life are the things that you hate the most. When you experience a situation that you dislike, what is really happening is that the guilt and fear that lives buried in your mind, blocked from your awareness, is rising to the surface. But in order to avoid it, you choose to see it in another, and so you blame them, forfeiting all responsibility. Now you've convinced yourself that the problem is not in you, it's out there on someone or something else. "It's not my fault" is the mantra of the miserable. Remember this section from A Course in Miracles. Only the self-accused condemn. As you prepare to make a choice that will result in different outcomes, there is first one thing that must be overlearned. It must become a habit of response so typical of everything you do that it becomes your first response to all temptation and to every situation that occurs. Learn this, and learn it well, for it is here a delay of happiness is shortened by a span of time you cannot realize. You never hate your brother for his sins, but only for your own. Whatever form his sins appear to take, it but obscures the fact that you believe them to be yours, and therefore meriting a just attack. When you attack another, you are squandering an opportunity to be free of torment. You are making a decision to continue to live in fear. You are reinforcing that you are guilty and miserable. Because how you see others is what you unconsciously believe about yourself. And if you see others as being guilty, then you will experience yourself as guilty. When you experience this pain, that is your unconscious rising to the conscious, and is therefore your opportunity to make another choice and be free of it forever. Today you can learn the law of love, instead of burdening yourself with constant suffering by blaming the world for your misery. Choose to forgive. When you see hatred in the world, recognize where it actually is, inside of your mind. You are the one experiencing this hatred, and trying to see it outside of you doesn't actually make it leave. Ideas do not leave their source. You can't throw your pain away by placing it in another. The pain is in you and not outside. And next, recognize the pain is coming from your own choice. By choosing to see the world through the lens of the ego, you see a harsh and fearful world, and true cause for fear. But if the pain comes from your own decision, then you have the power to make another. And your willingness to forgive will allow your mind to be freed from guilt. This willingness to admit that you are mistaken is the invitation to the Holy Spirit to see things differently. And you will quickly learn that a change in perspective was all that you really needed. Lesson 156 says, "This is the way salvation works. As you step back, the light in you steps forward and encompasses the world." You step back by being willing to be wrong about what you think you know. You are willing to unlearn what you know about your life. And once your mind is freed of your arrogant perceptions of the past, the emptiness is filled with the truth about how things really are, and peace floods into you and everything that you see. In A Course in Miracles, Jesus asks you, "Can you imagine how beautiful those you forgive will look to you? In no fantasy have you ever seen anything so lovely. Nothing you see here, sleeping or waking, comes near to such loveliness, and nothing will you value like unto this, nor hold so dear. Nothing that you remember that made your heart sing with joy has ever brought you even a little part of the happiness this sight will bring you."